How's the team? Welcome to another Friday Fly Day. Today we're going to be doing one of the Bros patterns from Borderline Flies. Pretty much a CDC thread body with a bit of a hot spot on a jig hook. It's one of my go-to winter flies since being introduced to them. They just work so well. Absolute banger of a fly. If you don't tie, then you can buy these from Sporting Life Turangi under the Borderline fly range. Absolute sweet little fly. So we'll crack into that and go through how to tie it. It's a real nice simple one to tie, so good bit of fun, and you can pump quite a few out in a short amount of time, so they're a great one for the box that you can use on the regular. And yeah, hope this helps someone. Enjoy.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
So here we have it, bit of a close-up look before we get started. This one's a black bead, but as you can see here in my box, we do pink beads, silver beads, black beads, copper beads. They're all good things. Yeah. So, nice easy one to tie this. Thread body, CDC, bit of pheasant tail. Not hard at all. Alright, we'll crack into it, so this one will do a 4mm black bead on a size 10 jig hook. You can tie, I generally run these in 10s, 12s and 14s, so they're all different sizes for different weights and whatnot, but if you want a good go-to, like size 12, especially if you're fishing like Taupo region and stuff like that. So yeah, little size, we're just going to do this on 10s, so that's a good size for everyone to see. With 4mm black bead, size 10 jig hook. And we will start with a bit of orange thread, and we just start that generally about in the middle there, and just tie that in towards the back. And this is just how I tie them. I don't know if Andrew ties them slightly different, but this is how I've worked out to do them and how I like to do them. So do a little hot spot around the back of the hook a little bit there, and grab a bit of pheasant tail. For these I like to use the soft side of the pheasant tail, not the sharp side. So yeah, I'll grab the soft side for these. Grab a good chunk, especially being a size 10, you want a bit of a tail there. Pull them out about 90 degrees off the stem, and it straightens all your tips out, and then you can just pluck them off, and you've got nice straight tips there ready to go. So we'll just tie those in at the back there, do a loose one to start with, and then you can adjust your tail length if you want to, but I'm pretty happy with where that one is. I like a bit of a long tail on mine. And then we're just going to wrap that in forward, and then just wrap that forward a little bit. Cool. Trim off our excess. Wrap over that little tip there, and then we're just going to do a quick whip finish in there. Just to tie that off. And that's that part done. Then you're going to grab a bit of a thicker thread because you want to build up the body. So This is some just ultra uni thread. It says 280 black on it. It's about as much as I know about it. It's a good thick, nice thick thread. So we're just going to tie that in. You can also add some more weight to this if you wanted to, but I don't bother. Seem to be heavy enough with the 4mm bead. I'm just going to wrap that to the back edge, just to the start of our nice bit of the orange, and then come back forward. I'm going to get ourselves some red copper wire. I'm just using the UTC small. Just grab a chunk of that off there, and we're just going to tie this into the back, as so. And we're going to wrap that all the way back to the orange again. This, by the time you've done this, you've sort of built up your body with thicker thread. We'll stop there and move our way back forward and stop just before the bead. I'm going to wrap our copper wire just as you would with like a herring copper. Just a nice little unison wraps. Get to the front, and I'll wrap my wire around my thread back over, and round my thread and back over, and that seems to lock it in place for me. And we just trim that off with our old dull scissors, not some nice ones. And there you have your body done, your tail done, your back. Now I usually pull about the width of my clip, yay long, and just make a loop. Got a loop there, then we grab our spinning dubbing tool, chuck that in the bottom of the loop. A bit hard with the camera angle, but there you go. Now we're going to get and a pair of nice CDC feathers in olive. Lay them on top of each other like so. Get your clip about 5mm off the stem, so you can cut it off here at the stem and you've still got that bit sticking out. So we'll just trim that off. Use your nice sharp good scissors for this. Alright, as you can see we've got the CDC sticking out there. Grab our tool, grab our loop, get that CDC up as close to the fly as possible with your clip, and pull it tight onto the clip and release the clip, and that should house the majority of your CDC there. Bam. Then we just want to spin it up. Make a nice tight spin loop. Do quite a few. Get it nice and tight. You want to lock all those fibres in there. Once you're happy, you should have a nice little brush like that. And we start back a little bit behind the bead and move our way forward, and just pushing all those fibres, CDC fibres, back towards the back of the hook. You should have something like that going on. And we grab this, just like we did with the wire. I just like to go around and then back over the top and around and back over. And we can just trim a little bit of excess loop. Just trim that little excess loop. Mind not to cut your actual main thread line. Just trim that off the bottom there. And that should be all pretty well locked in. And just do a couple of wraps over top. Pull in tight. Grab your whip finish. 1, 2, 3. Pull that in tight, and that's that. I like a little bit of super glue. Just put a tiny bit of super glue on my bobbin and just run it on top of that thread Make sure to pull the CDC out of the way. Don't want glue in there, just want it just on your thread. Cool. And easy as that. It's not the prettiest one, but you get the gist. Nice, ready to go, ready to fish. Alright, thanks for watching another Friday fly day. That's how you tie Dave's uncle. Obviously you can tie it in, as I said earlier, different bead colours. Pink beads, we call it Dave's auntie. Your copper bead, silver bead, red bead. I've done it in all and they all seem to catch fish, so should be good. Cheers for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you need a fly fishing guide, hit me up. Alright, cheers team, catch you on the next one.